Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be going over creating a respawn system and a countdown for that respawn. So let's get started by going in here, right-clicking, and clicking Blueprint class. And then under all classes, I'm going to look up a user widget. And I'm going to select this one. Call it WB underscore respawn and going in. The WB was for widget blueprint, by the way. I'm going to save this. I docked it up here, and I'm going to first grab a canvas panel. This canvas panel is going to be the entire screen, so wherever you'd want to place the image is where you're going to place the image. So mine, I'm just going to put straight in the middle. So I'm going to drag and drop an image right in the center here. So yeah, so that's where it's going to be. I'm going to go and head and grab this. This is the respawn background thing that I made. I say made very loosely. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, delete this. Because I just dragged two items together in Canva. Canva, if you don't know, is I'm actually just going to show it to you. This is what Canva is. Essentially, you can make this is where you make all I don't make the YouTube thumbnails, my wife does, but it's where you can make all the different things. And that's essentially what I just created and placed in there. And then you just click share, and then you download, and you can download it as a PNG. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it again. But you could also just grab PNGs off of the internet and just put them together or not, or whatever. This is just for aesthetics. I don't know why I'm trying to center this. I'm just going to take the anchor. I'm going to center it right to the middle. I'm going to zero this out, and then I'm going to put 0.5 for both of these alignments, and it should put it right in the center. And it does. So that's going to be my respawn thing. So now I need to add the text. First, let me adjust this here. Create the little boundary. All right, whatever. That's good enough. All right, now let me get a text, and I'm just gonna throw it on here. And I'm gonna make this the respawn. I'm just gonna have this say respawn. Respawn. I'm gonna make it a different color so you can actually see it. And I'm gonna scale it up a bit because it's kind of small. So font, and then just drag this. That might be a bit big. And I'm putting it right in there. Okay, so respawn. And then I'm going to Control D to duplicate. And then I'm going to change this to the number. And I'm just going to use single digit because that's how big I want to make it, because I'm only going to have my respawn in the single digits. And let's see, respawn. Let me anchor this towards the center. And if I move this, you're going to make it fit the entire box here. And the same thing with the 0. All right. And the reason I'm doing this is when you change the resolution, you change the size of different screens, it's so that it centers it in these areas that I'm creating here. So like when you change the screen, this respawn doesn't end up all the way off into the side or something. All right, so I have that so far. Let me start by let me set these values here. So I don't have anything, nothing's happening with this right now. So I can create a binding for it. Oh, not for color. I want to change it for text. So I need something to hook into this, but right now I don't have any integers to hook up to this. So let me get the event graph first, and I'm just going to take this event tick here. Event tick, and what I want is a respawn time in the variables here. So you hit a plus up here, and now I can put in a variable, respawn timer. And I'm going to use an integer. So integers if you want single digit numbers, float if you want decimal places. So this event tick here, this doesn't run on real time. So this doesn't run on seconds, right? Yeah, real time passed since last tick. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add delay here. And this does run on real time. So this runs in seconds. So 0.2 of a second is what this would be. But I'm gonna change this to 1 because I want it a tick. Every second I want the time to go down. So I'm going to create a branch here as a condition. And I'm going to grab the respawn timer here. And let me set this to compile, save it so that you can see this down here. And I'm going to change this to 5. So 5 seconds is going to be how long it takes for my guy to respawn. So if this is greater than 0, if that condition is true, I want to set the respawn timer as the respawn timer -1. Subtract 1. So every second, this is going to reduce the time on the timer. And if false, I want it to respawn. But I don't have a function for this yet, so I need to create that. So I'm going to, underneath here, create a custom event. And it's going to be called respawn. So on respawn, I want it to create our third person character. So I want it to spawn an actor. Spawn actor from class. That class is going to be, I don't know why I'm scrolling. Third person character. Well, at least that's my current actor. You might have named your thing something different, so just name it whatever that class is, because this is what it's going to spawn. Right click to split this. So I split this. You can recombine the structure pin, but right click, click split, and I'm going to promote this to a variable because this is going to be where it spawns. And if I just go back here, I'm just going to make it this little controller spot's where it's going to spawn. So I right click here, I just click copy, and then I go in here, I right click, and I click paste. So now it's going to spawn at that location. So I did that. Now what needs to happen is it needs to be possessed, because after I'm going to destroy my actor. So it's not going to have any possession over it anymore. So I need to actually get the player controller first. Player controller, because the player controller is what's going to possess this third person character. I'm going to drag this up here, and I'm going to look it up, possess, and it's just called possess. And the return value for this is going to be the pawn that it's possessing. Yes. And then on possession, I'm going to remove from parent. And what this is doing is it's removing this UI from the parent. Because I no longer want this to show, because this is the respawn timer. And the target's going to be self. So we did that. Now what we can do, since we have the respawn timer, is just hook that up here. And all I have to do is drag the variable onto here, onto the return node, where it says return value. And it automatically converts it to text. So compile and save. So the number that's going to show up in there is going to be the respawn timer, and the respawn timer is going to go down. So now what I need to do is I actually need to go into the third person character and set up the widgets and everything. So let me go third person blueprints, and then this is where my thing is. I don't know where your stuff is. So go to your character wherever that may be. And all we want to do is on event unpossessed, because I'm going to destroy my actor, which automatically unpossesses it, or I'm going to call the unpossession. So I'm in here, I call my possession, I'm removing it from parent. But the unpossession is when my character is destroyed. So when my character gets destroyed, it's going to create the widget blueprint. I looked up WB for widget blueprint, but yeah, you go create widget, and that widget is going to be the widget blueprint respawn. And all we have to do for there is we're just going to add it to the viewport. So now all we have to do is destroy our character. And I'm just going to make that a keyboard key. You can pick any one of the keyboard keys. Doesn't matter what the symbol is here, because you can just click the input key here. You just click on the keyboard and type any letter that you want to go in there to be the binding. For here, I'm just making it E. And I'm going to put destroy actor. Target is going to be self, because I want to destroy myself. And that should be it. I hit play, and then I hit E, and the timer is going down. It reaches 0, and then I do not respawn. What the heck? Oh, I didn't call respawn from the branch. Yeah, remember when I mentioned that and didn't do it? Yeah, call respawn. Duh. Compile, save, hit play. Now it should respawn. And it respawned. Let me try it twice. And there you go. When my character is destroyed, it'll call that respawn screen. And that is it. Have a good one. Bye.